Chancellor, the rapid food protocol didn't succeed. We only have a few experiments left before we lose our only chance.
The rapid food protocol is our only chance. We have no more choices left for experimentation.
I fear the same.
I just received your emergency page, Chancellor. Sorry for the delay.
We are in grave danger, Senator Arlo. Senator Bogle has just informed me that we have a low yield from our rapid food protocol.
The trials didn't work?
The weather's been so fickle that we lost most of our seeds in the attempts.
Senators, tomorrow I plan to enact an executive order. We will allocate remaining food to essential personnel only.
Chancellor.
This is the only way we can even pull ourselves from the brink of famine.
Can we at least try technology?
This is not a time for your silly hobby, Senator Arlo.
But Python can help us.
That is enough. I want you to work with Senator Bogle to devise a list of the personnel who will receive our essential food aid. That is
Chancellor.
An order, not a request.
I have important information for the Galactic Senate. Do you happen to know Chancellor Lavorum on the Kawandan Senate?
Who are you? What do you want with the Chancellor?
I'm Killian from Planet Mirth. We've been keeping an eye on intergalactic affairs and I have a lot of information for you guys.
What kind of information?
Those food pellets that you guys have been trying, it's put you in a really dire state, hasn't it? We have information on how you can solve that.
That's impossible. How?
Using AI.
What's AI?
Artificial intelligence is... Wait, hold on. You've been asking me all these questions. Who are you?
I'm Senator Arlo, and we're in the middle of a national emergency. We're enacting policy tomorrow morning if we don't do anything. So how can you help?
Do you have a computer?
So I got this from an antique shop. Do you think this is useful? I use it for something called Python.
Actually, I think that's perfect. This is just what we use on Planet Mirth, and I think that this will be perfect to build our AI.
Okay, cool. And I also have this book. How do you think we can use this?
I think before we open up the book, first we should try to learn what AI is.
Okay.
And AI is just it's basically us feeding data into the computer, and from that data, it's building a model, and from that, it's able to make a prediction.
Okay, that makes no sense. How are we predicting the weather from that?
So what I'm thinking we can do is we can build a program that'll predict the weather, basically if the conditions are favorable or not. All we need is a data set that will show us if the weather is favorable or unfavorable.
Okay, I don't have that.
I do, luckily. We've actually collected the weather on all the planets in the Andromeda Galaxy.
Okay, that's so cool.
Yeah, and all we need to do is just use pandas, which is a data analysis package, and scikit-learn, which is a predictive analytical package.
Okay, I do know how to import a data frame, so let me just go ahead. I need the data though.
Oh, let me send that to you now.
Okay. I'm gonna download it locally. Looks like it's in CSV format. And I'm gonna read that into a pandas data frame.
Exactly. Now, let me use this. All we need to do is split our data set. So this is our data set. We're gonna keep some of it to train our model, but we're intentionally gonna keep some of it away from the model, and we're gonna use this to let the computer basically run it against itself, and we're gonna label that as the test data.
I mean, this seems so simple. This doesn't seem like AI.
Basically, I mean, people just think it's all robots and, you know, they're taking over the universe. Really, all it is just a bunch of math, and we're just teaching the computer to think the way that we do and learn the way that we do.
That is way more simple than I thought it would be.
Yeah, and it's actually the most groundbreaking technology that we've ever come across.
I need groundbreaking results to show the Chancellor. He doesn't think that the technology is going to help us out of this mess.
Well, We'll convince the Chancellor. All we need to do to make this model is make sure that the model fits the train data set. And from that, I think that there are actually a bunch of different types of models that we can use. One that I know of is called XGBoost. And what that does is it uses decision trees to calculate a prediction in sequence. So then the prediction trees are just used against each other.
How is that different from like decision tree model, if that was somewhere in this book?
That's a good question. I think that decision tree model, it's just a type of decision tree model. So there's also random forest, which instead of doing it in sequence, it'll do it in parallel.
Okay, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we're gonna fit the model and we just evaluate it after that?
Yeah, and that's what the test data set is there for us. And it looks like we reached the 92% accuracy, which is pretty dang good. If we lower the learning rate though, I think we should see better results.
Okay, I did read something about grid search to help us find the best value. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I'm sure that we can find more in your book. Why don't you try typing about grid search? Maybe it'll be helpful for setting up the hyperparameters. And you know, the hyperparameters are just kind of helping control the settings to fine-tune the model.
Cool. So like little knobs on a machine.
Yeah, and so now that you have grid search in place, we can run it, and there we go, 93.6 accuracy. I bet if you tinker with the other hyperparameters, I bet we can even get higher.
Oh my gosh. I think, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What's happening?
97%.
Oh my god, 97% accuracy.
It's ready. I'm going to take this to the Chancellor.
It's almost time for us to sign the executive order. Are you ready for Order 665A?
I see no other choice. Hopefully we can get to the bottom of these unpredictable weather patterns and Rapid Food Protocol will actually work.
Chancellor, Senator, I object.
Not this again, Senator Arlo. What's the matter?
No, we can use technology to predict the weather. I've created a program.
We've never done that before. That's impossible.
Last night, a visitor from Planet Mirth came and he brought a lot of useful data and helped me create this program using artificial intelligence. I think this is our best option.
How do we know that your Mirth and visitor can be trusted? We've had negative experiences with them before, and we've never taken their advice on something this big.
Chancellor, seems worth the risk. Maybe these predictions can help us figure out when to plant the seeds so they actually grow.
Okay, Senator Arlo. Use the program and work with Senator Bogle. Let's give it a shot. So, Senator, you have what you need to iterate the next AI?
You know what, Chancellor? I was thinking we should open up our borders. We might have more friends out there than enemies.
I agree, and your friend this time came in quite handy for us.
You can't achieve greatness without a little bit of collaboration.